Okay, welcome. Here's our little 3-week update on how the plants are adjusting to their new homes. If you didn't see in the last video, we cut up the plant, this one specifically, cut it completely up and planted a bunch of little cuttings. Now, as you can see, 3 weeks later, we have a lot of growth. But this one already had roots. We knew this one would live, but in just 3 weeks, look at what you can expect from a dwarf jade. So we're just gonna let this thing grow and see what happens. But here's the progress after 3 weeks. Main focus though is how the cuttings survived. So as you can see, they're all doing pretty good. Lots of little new growth right here. The leaves are looking a little wrinkly. That's because I've actually gotten a lot of rain out here. So I could have put them inside or in some cover, but I just wanted them to get sun. That way they really focused on growing roots. So as long as they don't get watered anymore, they'll be okay. But for now, if you ever have wrinkly leaves, that's either because they're being overwatered or not watered enough. In my case, I know it's been raining and I've just kind of let them sit out here. So that's why they're all wrinkly. But not too much growth on the smaller ones, but for a while there, and it was actually worrying me, the leaves got really thin, like super incredibly thin. And I was getting nervous, wasn't sure if they'd live or not. But as we can see, they've started filling up again. Let's try and get this camera to focus more. The leaves started filling up again. And I don't know if y'all can see, but down here, we're actually getting little tiny bits of growth on the stem. I'm just gonna let that grow out for now, but eventually they will get cut just so we can get some branches and have the plant focus growth more on the stem and the trunk. But we can see up top here, lots of little new stems popping up. Like this row has some growing there, then this one there, and the top is splitting as well. So very exciting, looking forward to that. Now these branches kind of drooped down a bit. I'm not really gonna water them. I'm just gonna kind of let it grow free. As we can see, we're kind of getting a new stem on the center of that one there. So I might just cut off this end. That way it focuses on going up for now, but we'll just let it grow. Little new leaf there as well. So yeah, common theme we're seeing is all of these leaves are slightly wrinkly, but nothing drying out in the sun won't fix. Dwarf jade is a very forgiving plant, so I'm not too worried about it. But I don't know if you can see there, these branches kind of look smaller than they were before. That's because they actually died off. I don't know how, but or why I should say. But the plant kind of just calloused inside a little more, inside on the branch, and then what was left of the branch on the outside part just ended up falling away. So that's what that green right there is. There's one on the other side as well. I just don't want to get my shadow here from the sun. The sun's all the way up there. So yeah, lots of growth on this one. This one's growing so quick. So many little leaves popping up. I'm very excited. But yeah, this is what we're looking at so far. Lots of new development. I'm glad to see everything survived. I got a little worried into that first week or two, but then I slowly started these leaves start plump back up with water. And yeah, I even pulled this one out maybe a week and a half in, and I saw a little bit of root growth. So that definitely was a good sign. But these leaves here were paper thin. Felt like I could just pull them off, or they'd fall off. But they're plumping up, they're getting green again. Not necessarily right now because they're being overwatered, but yeah, if you do the same thing and your leaves start, getting really thin and you're worried the plant might not survive, just leave it alone. Maybe give it a little bit of water. But It's just focusing all its growth on developing new roots. So once it gets past that phase, you'll start seeing little bits of progress growing up, like we're seeing here on the stem. You know, even here, this was just one leaf on this little branch, and now we have a bunch of new stems and leaves wanting to pop out. So I just wanted to give a quick little 3-minute update on how everything's been doing. And I'll probably give another update in about 3 weeks or so. The main goal for now is to just let these things grow. And we'll start trimming them up. That way we can focus the growth in other areas for how we'd like. Now, just as bonsai projects, ultimate goal, we want the thick stems, thick trunks of course, but we also want branches. And in order to get branches, what we need to do is take off a leaf. And when we take one leaf off, there should be new stems that pop out in that spot. But as you can see here, I didn't tear these leaves off, and they're already growing their own stems in that direction. So we're just gonna let it go for now, and if we need to, like, I don't think I'll be keeping these leaves down here, but you know what, we'll just let them grow and tear them off eventually, see if they get branches or not. And ultimate goal is to just grow thick trunks and keep it growing, get some branches. But yeah, that's it for the little 3-week update. I hope everyone else's plants are doing well, doing good. And just stay tuned for more updates.